The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie, TV, radio, here we go. Hey, you see Missy K. You see Missy K. Her beauty and passion, talk music, passion, loose lips, red cup, love Jones. She's always on Facebook, Instagram, taking calls on the telephone. Sexy if you say so. It's the E Missy K Show.
It's your girl, Missy K, and this is the Missy K's Loose Lip Show.
Hey,
what we got going on today? Who are you?
I'm Lala. How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm also Haley B.
Ow. Oh, I thought you were good.
I'm good, Haley B.
Yeah. Okay, good, Haley B. Didn't somebody nickname you Boss Baby? That's cute.
Boss. They did. Boss Baby.
Boss Baby.
Was our producer?
No. So welcome to the Missy K's Loose Lip Show. Yes. Today we have an interesting show because we don't have Lady D's. But she's going to call in and she's going to do Kissable Nights from her home.
Nice.
And we also have our very first Skype interview.
That's going to be
with
cool.
Troy, man.
Yes. And Haley B.
Yes.
So I hope you guys are ready. We're going to get started with the show. Lala Young.
Hi.
What's on everyone's lips?
Me, of course. Lala. No, okay, so seriously. Okay, Blake Griffin, right? Blake.
Husband.
You know, no, and it's not even a husband yet.
No.
He's a boyfriend. He's a baby daddy.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
from
he
the sounds
is.
of it, it's like he's not going to be one anymore.
No, man.
Be a baby daddy anymore?
No, a husband.
No, yeah, because he was engaged, but he's no longer engaged. So they were saying that he had to pay $256,000, not a year, but a month. Child support for 2 kids. Mm-hmm. 2 kids. You tell me, in what country, state, or city do you need $256,000?
It's official. He has to pay that money.
Well, it's not official. That's just what they were saying. They brought it down to $32,000.
Blake said it was fake news. He said it was never that.
But
that's too much money.
Even if it was fake news, they go according to your income.
True.
So there are a lot of...
And I think his current contract is worth $171 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, but still. I don't even think they should be basing it off the income at all. So it's actually down to $32,000.
I don't know about that.
That brings me to this question because a lot of women don't go through child support. A lot do. So my question is, why do you go through child support? Because there is always a reason on why you decide to go. It's not like it's mandatory because child support isn't mandatory.
It's not.
There are men who actually do, but they still put them on child support. I don't know, out of spite.
Because there are some men that won't unless you do.
That is true.
Or they just spend time with them and not the money that they need to spend.
So then tell me this, what's more important, a father being available or the money?
As a child, what do you think is more important?
From experience, I think personally, him being there is more important than the money.
I agree.
I'm the child. You know, I shouldn't have to worry about the finances. That's between my parents.
Exactly.
But if I were a mother, if I were a mother and the father of my child wasn't doing his dues and he needs to pay child support, then he has to pay child support. You're spending time with him, but what money are you spending on him?
No, that's fine. I totally agree with that. But how I see the courts do it, they're more focused on the money.
Right.
And the only way that a father will get the 50% or the 80% is if he say that's what he wants. And if the woman is feeling some type of way, she can say, I want sole custody and keep the man from their child.
Yes.
So
it happens every day.
It happens a lot. Oh, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I was thinking, I mean, what do you guys think if they made it mandatory that the parent has to, spend equal amount of time with this child along with the money, and making sure that the money that they are getting goes to reasonable things for the child in the household, but most important that actual parent be involved with that child's life.
That's only fair.
I love it.
Because at least nobody can complain. If y'all
Exactly.
both
It's
doing the same
50-50.
thing, like,
It's straight up the middle. I like it.
Yeah, because a lot of the strippers, a lot of these women are actually, it's like a job. I feel like it's a job that they're actually just having these kids just to get that paycheck.
To get that check.
And that's crazy.
Those
So,
beaker babies.
please, yes. I want to know on Facebook, if you had to go and get child support, why did you do it? And do you think that it was justified? That's for the men. Do you think it was justified? Do you think she was just going after child support to get back at you? Because I think a lot of times they don't even they make it to where the man can't even afford to live.
Yes,
because
they do.
they're taking all of this money.
They do.
So if they can't afford to live,
Life Jennings say she just greedy.
man, and then they take the money from the man. So if
Yes.
he can't pay, it goes on his credit report. So then if you try to get a job, he can't get a job because it's on his credit report. So if he's not paying, then, and if he gets rears, then he goes to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
So then there's no money at all. So nobody get anything.
Right.
So it's like they don't understand the setup that it's bringing to these men. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't pay. They should pay. But at the same time, you got to just look at the whole story all the way around.
You really do, because I know men that will, some deadbeat dads or so deadbeat dads that will really work jobs that are like bare minimum,
Right.
where the mother won't be able to get that much. And I've had guys actually tell me, like, yeah, I don't want her taking my money, so I do these kind of jobs, or, I work under the table so she can't get my money, whatever. And then they still don't take care of the kid like they're supposed to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So you're not doing either job.
not
Exactly.
That's why we need to start paying attention who we open our legs for.
Hello, say it again.
And those
Stop
are
having
considered.
kids with just by anybody. 'Cause
Exactly.
That's just insane to me. It's
Absolutely.
insane. So yes,
That's how Drake ended up with a baby. Oh, anyway, what else? What else is on everyone's lips?
The next
Did they ever
thing-
confirm that situation?
that was confirmed. He put it in his song.
He's put it in his song. He said that it was he only hit it twice, and pretty much here we go.
And it
Now
was
I got a baby.
She was a porn star.
Now I got a
she was
meal
a
ticket. Nope, porn star.
Porn star. With no condom.
I was about to say bareback.
with
Ew.
no condom. You know what?
I just got sick.
They get your BBWs. I'm good.
I just got sick.
That's nasty. Anyway,
That's her lifestyle.
And his.
That's their business. Sips tea.
and that's crazy. Like, out of all the women that's out there, they go for the strippers and the
Rihanna.
porn stars. What is that?
How you go from Rihanna to
I think he's a creep,
porn
honestly.
star? But it's not what you do.
And
it's
they
who
marry
it's
him.
not-
Anyway.
it's not
They
what you
marry
do.
him and have kids, and it's like, what is that?
I'm
Some
sorry.
people could turn
Tricks. I'm sorry.
housewives.
Turn what?
No, not at all. Don't even put that in your little mouth. No, they can't. That's sick. Cut it
Just
out.
because that's what Usher tell y'all, don't mean that it's true.
That's why Usher be in the doctors all the time. Yeah,
Exactamundo.
Be
Oh,
careful.
yeah, huh, with his friends down there.
Yeah, see, it's just bad. Anyway,
La.
we're gonna keep going. It seems like every holiday or every weekend there is a mass shooting in Chicago. It's like
Yeah.
every time I turn around, it is just a mass shooting. And it's
Are they still
insane.
considered the murder capital of the world?
Yes.
Charlotte.
Well, at least the country.
I was thinking, this is just what I think, the organ harvesting. Because you know what that is, where on the black market where all of these kids are getting killed or, stolen or kidnapped, or they're taking their organs and selling them. It's
That's your
like
theory for 74 people getting killed in one weekend. Well, shot in one weekend.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
It's just, it's random people
Yes.
just shooting.
Yeah.
Just random people. So I just can't wrap my head around it. It
sounds like the modern day purge going on in Chicago.
Right. It's just, but it's always something else behind it to me. It just does not make sense to me.
It's probably just drugs, gang war.
No, it's a little bit of everything.
I think it's it
really is
a little bit of
gun
everything.
happy, trigger happy.
Yeah, where are they getting the guns from? These type of guns that they're getting, where are they getting them from?
Absolutely. Wasn't it like one of the shootings? It was like 12 people that were shot at one time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's scary. It's really, really scary. It's like, and then the parents that are there, do they decide to move? Like, why do they stay in an area that is so much violence around it?
How do you take action against something like that? A mass killing in 2 days, 74 people. How do you take action against something?
I don't know
that?
Because it's not just 2 days. It's been going on for so long. It's almost like the norm.
Yeah. Right. I know that I was reading where the mayor said they increased a lot of the police patrols and stuff like that to try to get a handle on it. But the hospitals there are just so overworked.
It's just insane.
With all the traumas.
So, yeah, we got to figure something out about that. I want to touch back on that probably next week and see or give some ideas on what possibly we can do. That's different, like how we are in California or, in New York or in these other states. Because it just seems like Chicago is just worse. And then you have the stars that are out the Kanye West. You have like
Oprah,
Obama's. Common. You have all of these high-ranked names. And it seems like no one knows what to do. Right. That's why it seems like it's just so much bigger than what we see.
So that's a great question for our listeners. You guys can post, call in, and let us know what you think would be some great solutions for the issues that they're having in Chicago. I think that'd be a great post.
Do you think they would just try and solve the problem by changing the gun laws?
No.
Or what? What do you think?
Changing it to what, though? Because even if it becomes illegal and you take the guns, there's still people selling them on the black market.
We have the right to bear arms.
Exactly.
It's in our Constitution.
Right.
So technically, yeah.
Yes, it's a touchy situation.
It's
like the amount of young black men and black girls that are getting killed every single day. Like in mass numbers. Like in Los Angeles, you hear one here, two there, one here. Not 12, not 15, not 21 in a weekend. That is just insane to me. So
that's something to ponder on. What's our question of the day?
So it really isn't a question. And you guys know, like, what I used to do where I'm not a real doctor, but I play one on Missy K. Loose Lips.
Here we go.
Okay, so one of our loose cannons wrote in, and this is the question, so you guys you may not be able to help me, but you can help me.
Okay.
So my husband has a small penis.
Oh.
The sex is good, and he's very secure with himself. But I'm afraid to try certain positions. Any suggestions? That's it. So my thing is, you marry. So is this one of those cases where you didn't have sex until you got married? This is why I say have sex before you get married so you can see if that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, right? So.
How good is his head game? It's like, oh my goodness. Positions for that. That's a good one. Maybe
she said the sex is good and his penis is small?
Yes. How can the sex be good if the penis is small? That's just my question.
It might be good to her because maybe it's not a physical thing. Maybe it's a mental thing for her.
Maybe it's how he work it.
I say add toys. If you're not planning on leaving them, get some toys. Take them to the little sex store. There's some stuff that you can show him. And
you want to put a strap on him?
I don't know. You might mess up his manhood if you ask him to put.
But I'm just taking his whole manhood.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to think of solutions. You said toys.
Has he accepted the fact that his manhood is a manhood?
She said he's secure.
He's secure in his. Somebody has told him that he was good.
She married him. Somebody like it.
Yeah. He may have a lot of money. That may be something.
I mean, he may not have an issue if they like it.
She's like, I don't know.
Ladies, we need your opinion.
We really need you. Can you even deal with a man whose penis is so small that you don't even want to do or try a new position?
No.
Now, that's something when you are afraid to move and it just might
Slip out.
Slip out. So you.
I'm sorry. I've been there before.
She's like,
we are going to go into a break. Take us into our break.
This is your girl Lala with Missy K Loose Lips Show. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under _Loose Lips Show. We also have a Missy K Loose Lips Show group where we get dirty and nasty, and we talk about everything. Not just me.
Just clue.
Not just me.
Just clue.
But it'd be good, and they're open, and we learn a lot of things. So again, tune in, and we will be up next with the beautiful Lady D is not here. She's going to be via telephone. Mm-hmm. So she will be here. So yeah. We'll be up next.
We'll be right back.
I'm tired of hearing the same thing. How you doing this? Playing around. Say you need to do your own thing. Say you need to do your own thing. If you don't want me, yeah, let me go then.
Starting out, it was so beautiful.
It was so beautiful. So beautiful, and I never felt this way now, baby.
I'll never let you take me back this way.
Tired of you telling me what to do, baby. Said I think you want the phone late tonight. Say you need to do your own thing.
Welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lips Show.
Hi. I am in love with Blue Mitchell. That song is incredible. That makes you get into the mood.
Yes.
To get everything that's going on.
Oh, grown and sexy.
Yes.
I wish that my generation made music like that.
They can. Some
they
do. Some do.
I love Daniel
Some
Caesar.
do. Oh, my goodness.
And her.
Yes.
Yes, we are back. Don't forget to answer the question. If you have been receiving child support, please let me know why you filed, opposed to allowing your father of the child to pay free at will. Maybe that's probably what it is, because he want to pay whenever he want to. But up next we have the beautiful Lady D with Kissable Nights and Dating After 50.
Lady D.
Lady D.
Hey, good evening.
Hey, lady. How you doing?
You guys? I'm great. How are you guys doing?
I'm good.
I'm tired.
Is that why you're not here?
Yeah, I just got off from work. I'm beat up right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just chilling. I was so beat up till I forgot it was Wednesday.
Aw, that sounds like that
Okay.
over 50 situation kicking in.
Absolutely.
But I
That's
couldn't
how I
keep saying
feel,
she
too.
forgot.
Anyway, you guys are having some very interesting conversations.
Okay, you care to weigh in before you start in your segment?
Well, only one. It does matter. Size does matter. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay, size does matter per Lady D's.
You can't make it too interesting, you know?
Yes.
But anyway, I want to talk to the needy people today.
Needy.
The needy women. Are you one of the needy women that men avoid?
No.
Either one of you guys think you're needy?
No.
No.
Do you think you have moments of being needy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm not shy when I'm feeling needy.
TMI.
Did you know dating a needy woman can be very frustrating for men?
It can be. If it's
Yeah,
all the
and-
time.
And the moment they see the first time they see of neediness, they're ready to run.
Okay, wait, Lady D's. So needy can be a few different things. It can be where you need a whole lot of stuff, you need a whole lot of attention, or you need a whole lot of D.
Right.
So are we
When I
talking
talk-
about all the above?
All the above. When I talk about needy, I'm talking about a mindset.
Okay.
It's a mindset. In a nutshell, a needy woman is someone who will do everything, anything to please a man. And because she gives everything, she requires a man to reciprocate.
Okay. That's
Because she's
that's
still afraid of
draining.
losing him, right?
Yes.
And without him, she feels she can't be happy. That's a needy person. And men do it too. Men are guilty, but more so women. And men are happy to receive from these women. The more they get, the more they want, until the woman starts to request it in return. Then they bail out,
Right.
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So neediness is also a reflection of your self-esteem and self-confidence, security, self-respect, and overall happiness. You need someone else to make you happy. So when you get a man, you go overboard to do all these different things in order to keep them there, but they're not really happy because you're always underfoot.
Okay.
So I picked out a few things to identify if you think you're needy. If you fit at least 5 of these things, you are a needy person and you need some help.
Okay, Haley, let's see if you're needy.
Okay. Run the test. Run the test.
Okay, so number 1, your identity is dependent upon your relationship.
Meaning?
Is your identity always defined by being in a relationship?
No.
Do you always want to be in a relationship?
No.
You,
Not at all.
you've never been single. You don't jump from relationship to relationship.
No.
No.
I'm allergic.
Okay.
They think I got commitment issues because I'm not doing it. I need a moment. Can I get a breather?
No comment. Okay, let's try this one. Number 2, your happiness is a reflection of your relationship. You're happy when you're in a relationship, but you're very unhappy when you're not.
Oh, God.
False.
No.
You don't know anybody like that?
Oh, I know people like that.
There's a
that.
lot of
lot of
people
people
like
like
that.
I'm not one of them.
Not it.
Okay, so,
Not at all.
okay, your self-confidence is a reflection of your suitors, admirers, or boyfriend. You feel beautiful when you are admired. You feel special when you are pursued. But if there's no man around, you feel ugly and worthless.
Oh, God, no.
Have you met me?
I'm
Okay.
all the time.
Let me tell you something.
Right.
I'm dripping in finesse.
Give her some napkins, please.
With or without
Give her the towel.
him.
Give her the towel.
Junior. I'm born from that.
Give her the towel.
See what it
Do you,
is.
okay, Lala, do you need to know your man's every move?
No. Not
I
at all.
don't even want to know.
I don't
If
think
he's
I
unable
need
to
to know.
respond immediately because he's busy, it becomes a World War III.
No, not at all.
Now there are women. Women talk about this all the time. Where if they text a man and he doesn't text back almost immediately or very soon thereafter, then they become very pissed.
Oh, God.
No, see, it would depend on
The situation.
how often he usually, how quickly he usually responds to my messages.
Compared to how
But
he's
it should,
responding
because
now.
it could be just that moment that he's just
Right.
that busy or preoccupied or he's not near his phone. It could be many things.
I've had men do that to me.
I mean, unless the person has trust issues with her man, or unless her man has proven like that he's untrustworthy. Like if I need to text you and you need to tell me where you are, you know.
So, Lady D's, do you think that the whole needy thing could have something to do with trust?
Yeah, it could be. It could be. But I don't know. I think, to me, needy people, it's almost like a mental illness in a sense. I think they really do. A lot of them, I know quite a few that are very needy, and they really need to seek help, because if your happiness is totally dependent upon another human being, that's a problem.
Right.
Because that's too much of a burden for another human being to carry.
Okay.
You need to go in. You need to work on being happy by yourself.
Right.
I just met somebody recently who said he can't go anywhere by himself. He can't go to the movies. He can't go to dinner. He can't go to listen to music. He can't do anything. That's sad to me.
Baby, I love me. I love being by myself and doing me, doing everything for myself and
It's
by myself.
peaceful.
Let me
But
tell
you
you
know
about my
what?
showers.
The truth of the matter is, we need that. We all of us need that, because when you're in a relationship, you're dealing with the same person all the time. Your own space is really good.
Right.
It's healthy. It keeps the relationship exciting and fresh. You know, but if you're constantly up on each other, one can't move without the other one, you know, and, you know, you can't fart without them smelling it, that's a problem.
Right.
You know, I don't want anybody that's needy. Don't need me.
She said, "Don't need me."
Don't need me.
I love being by myself. The fact that I work on my own self-confidence, I think that I'm pretty and I'm cool. Like, I think that's a healthy thing going into a relationship. We work on yourself first.
Yeah.
That's right, baby.
Definitely.
You know, because guys think that, you know, that's how they get to a lot of naive women, by pumping them up and telling them how beautiful they are and how they're this and how that. And they're not used to hearing it. So fathers,
Right.
you need to feed that into your daughters.
Say it again.
Don't let them go out there unprepared.
That's right.
The first fool that comes along that tells them all the things that you did not tell them,
Right.
then they're ready to fall for it.
Absolutely.
And they say, no, she's on the corner somewhere because he done straight brainwashed her.
Lady D's, how do you feel about the statement, fair exchange, no robbery?
Say it again.
How do you feel about the statement, fair exchange, no robbery?
I don't know what that means.
Meaning, like you said, that, you know, the woman is giving, not necessarily monetized or whatever, but she's giving, and he's saying that, okay, you know, it's too much, you know, I can't keep up or whatever. But if you're doing the same thing, then fair exchange, no robbery. We should both be reciprocating at the same time.
And not one person take it from the other.
But you know
Exactly.
what? The major problem with that is we're not always on the same level of caring.
Right.
And, you know, because you're on 10 from the word say go, you know, I'm not there yet. You know, but you want to do all this stuff. I'm not asking you to do these things.
Right.
That's what you're doing on your own, because that's for your own self-gratification. It's not for me, really.
Right.
Yeah.
It's for you and for you to feel secure in this relationship. But, you know, it's kind of like when you first meet these guys, you know, and after the first or second date, you blowing up their phone because you think you're in a relationship. That does not mean that you're in a relationship.
It don't.
Stop that.
It don't. I've been on guys. We go on the first date. You my girlfriend. What? What's my last name? Actually,
you know, and
look.
and on
If
the
you're going
dating
out
site,
with me, what's my real name?
Right.
Man.
And when you're on the dating site, then they want to tell you, well, you're seeing me now. You need to come off. The devil is a lie. I don't know you.
I don't know you.
It's called dating.
Right.
People go into
Until I
relationships don't
settle.
even know each other's age.
You know what I think some men are guilty of too, when they're having sexual intercourse with women, and they take them out and they do all of the things that a man should be doing when they're in a relationship, but they never say we are in a relationship. And women assume just because he's doing all of this stuff for me and having good sex with me and stuff like
Quality.
that. Yeah, and they assume, okay, we're in a relationship, but then when that man is like, no, I'm doing my own thing, they were wondering like, well, you were doing all this stuff for me, so how come? It's like you guys
Right.
never even actually said, okay, this is what we're doing. They never had the conversation.
Yeah,
Communication.
communication.
Crazy.
Absolutely. That's where I was going with it. Like, what
Yeah.
kind of conversation did you
Right.
have prior to you opening your legs, homegirl? Anyway.
In all
And
situations.
I think sometimes too we're too available.
Oh God,
That's why
yes.
we get so mad at the other person, because they're not responding like you want them to. But you need to
Right.
slow your roll.
Right.
Absolutely. Say
You
it
know,
again. She said, Lady D said,
That's a
we're
great
too
point.
available.
Yeah, man.
I wish
You
people
know,
were.
every time they call, you jump and answer phone. See, that's why women and men, they start to be suspicious, because whenever they call, you got the phone right there.
Right.
And can't wait to answer the phone. And then the one time that they don't, you know, or don't call till the next day or hours later, you're going to lose your mind.
Exactly.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
I had to tell my friend,
What is your
stop
problem?
answering the phone all the time. Yes. Because every time she would call, he would never answer the phone. I'm like, well, just because you do that for him doesn't mean that he's going to do the same for you. It's like every phone call she would, and I'm like, stop doing that. Stop being so. Have him miss you.
Right.
Let him wonder about what you doing, even if you're not doing anything. But I'm like, there's okay. Let's go.
If it works for them, Lady D's. Lady D's. You want to take us into our break and tell us about your next show?
Hello.
Where's she go?
Did we lose her?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? So I don't know where Lady D's went. But thank you for that.
I'm here. Y'all stupid.
Oh, there you are. We lost you.
Anyway, so when you begin to love yourself, all relationships with everyone will change for the better.
Right.
Absolutely.
You can find me at Lady D's on Twitter and Instagram, Dorothy Drew on Facebook. You want me to tell about my show now or later?
No, I want you to tell about it right now.
Okay.
So you can go let your hair down.
Oh, girl, I'm sweating like a pig. Listen, you guys, August 15th, Wednesday, August 15th. Women, you don't want to miss this show.
You don't.
You really don't want to miss this show. We have the handsome, very talented Tony Grant.
Yes.
And from Love Thy Neighbor and a lot of Tyler Perry's plays and other people's plays. Phenomenal artist, actor. And then we have Mr. Lonnie Warner from This Christmas. Beautiful person. Very, very, very talented. Will be there. And then the one and only Miss Etta May.
Hey.
Miss Bankhead will be joining us for Clean Comedy.
Karen Bankhead.
I promise you, you don't want to miss it. That's Wednesday, August 15th. This time next week, we're going to be doing it up. And I want to see you guys, all the people, especially over 50, I want to see you in the house.
Yes.
I get to play producer. I don't have to be on the set.
Right?
Yeah, so Lady D's and Kissable Nights is taking over next Wednesday.
Yes. So
That's going to be interesting.
This has been Lady D's and Kissable Nights, and I thank you guys for joining in, and all my coworkers. Peace. Thank you guys for supporting me. Love you guys so much. Next, the one and only, the beautiful, the sweetheart of the bunch, my baby. Hey. Hey, Miss Haley B is going to be doing Get Lit. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Deuces.
Peace out. We'll be right back after this break.
Yo, Doc. Yo, you want something, yo?
Give me a soda, someone. Get you one too while we at it.
Nigga.
One at you?
Yeah.
Gotta put the camera on you.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Man, so look, the lady pointed at me like,
Right.
who's the superstar right
Who's
now
this
at this
nigga?
point?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Is it K-Dot or is it this nigga? So
Right.
after you laugh, it's kind of like all eyes on me. No pop. But, anyways.
That's the bro right here.
You know what I'm saying? I get up to the lady, I'm like, yo, K-Dot pointed at me. Sure enough, I turn around, I'm like, yo, we chilling?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Homie, right here. Get closer to homie. My
That's
homie.
this your girl, man.
Dog right here. He came
Yo,
through
man.
and was like, yo, Kendrick wants you. My dog, man. I appreciate you, Kendrick, man.
I want to go to Africa. I'm standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the number one most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Rap the new rock and roll. We culture. Rap is the new rock and roll. We the rock stars.
I don't like you niggas. Bootleg Nikes, tell them to cut the check. You can leave your vest at home. You have giraffe, we aiming at nets. That's on my mama. Who want the drama? Tell Tyree I got it. Tell him I'm the one, hotter than the sun. Capital One, nigga, what's in your wallet? Run it. I need that like yesterday. Leave a hater with nothing left to say. Riding around with the baddest chick, and she ain't even looking her best today. She called me her king. My niggas say I'm an icon. Me and Maj ain't got no time for snakes, and you a python. Who had a chance in the first place? On the really though, who ahead of me? These days rappers don't rap no more. Everything gotta have a melody. Thanks Drake. Appreciate it. Now nigga gotta work twice as hard. So 2015, I'm killing everybody. Trying to do it big like a bodyguard. Take it up. I just booked a movie, still ain't made enough. What the f? Kenny, got them hundreds, tell them give it up. And if you know habla English, damn it, tu dinero. Your crew can get smoked. Tell them grab a rello. Swear to God, I wanna fight you niggas. Tell them to knuckle up. They timid to jump in like double dutch. Wrestle with death is you tough enough, act like a fruit and we chopping your coconut. I swear that this nation just ain't mine. Me and mine got locked up at the same time. Evident prejudice is genetic. Blacker than Barry, moments of hate crime. But I've been working on the low. Dodging in them ducking popo. Sleeping on me, that's a no-no. Smell the coffee, you got no nose. Shout to Kobe, that's my bro. 15 years up in the hodo. Keep the flame like Charizard. You keeping up and you a slowpoke. I've been thinking. I keep it on 100 like Ben Franklin. You been hating. Reggie Miller, they been pacing. Who got next? I'm in a different league, you got breasts. Looking like Joanna Man, young thug. I'm that monster from the Loch Ness. I can't stop and it won't stop, nigga. Been here and I'ma be here to show that no soul on the earth can flow how I go. Bodying them since 4 years ago. Don't think so? Pick a coffin. Call them autumn. They about to leave. Now they got a nigga pissed off. Now way more mad than a cow disease.
Yeah.
For a minute, just calm down. For a minute, so you calm down. For a minute, calm down. For a minute.
All right.
Welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lips show. We got our ladies of loose lips.
Yes.
And we are back with Haley B. Do you, boo?
It's your girl Haley B on my segment Get Lit. So we got visitors over here. No, it's your girl Haley B, and that was Troy Man with his song. And I actually like his music.
Yes.
Because it's not repetitive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
His music has a bass, you know. And his beat is pretty hard. Like, I can play that in my shower, you know, and just rock out. So if you hear me in the bathroom, like, some banging in there.
Yeah, I've heard quite a few of his songs. They're actually pretty cool.
They are.
And I'm not even big on hip-hop, but I like his music.
Yeah. Troy Man is a well-known rapper from Atlanta. And he was introduced to us from our producer, Kevin Nelson, of course.
Yes.
Shout out to you, producer. And, so we're going to get to know Troy Man today on my segment, Get Lit with Haley B. Is Troy Man on right now?
Hey!
Yeah.
I know you.
What's up, ladies? How's it going?
All is well. How you been?
Can't complain. I'm good.
Of course. How are you?
I'm all right. Working like crazy. Gearing up for another project currently. Just got promoted in my normal life. Managed a smoke shop. So I'm on the up and up. It's a slow progression, but I'm very grateful. Very grateful.
What's up? Good. So do you get a discount at the your day job?
You gotta know I do. Too much. I try not to do too much because I find myself like giving them like my whole check sometimes. No, but I do have a very, very nice discount. My boss he looks out for me in a hell of a way, especially when it comes down to getting stuff from the shop. So it's pretty cool.
That's what's up. So we haven't seen you since MLK Day.
Yes.
It's been a minute,
Yeah, Haley B.
Cool. So, since, as an artist, since you've moved from California to Atlanta, what is the big change from moving from here to there? Is the fan base, like, smaller, bigger, growing exponentially?
That's an excellent question. It's different. It's different in its ways. It has elements. As you kind of pointed out earlier, you can kind of dissect hip-hop and, in its different categories of where they fall on your ears. Now, there's really the gimmicky, repetitive, more so music. And then there's the stuff that a lot of people pull from their conscious and, show their lyricism and metaphor abilities and stuff like that. Atlanta kind of is wide open in the sense of who could turn me up.
Right.
It's cool. It's kind of the mecca of hip hop right now. So you kind of got to give into, whatever they're demanding. The difference is there's more unity more so in California. Not saying that it's not much out here, but everybody's kind of clicked up out here, which is okay. But in an industry where you really have to network, in order to excel and move forward, a lot of people are just figuring that they could do it all by themselves, and it might be possible, but I think you can strengthen your how can I put this? Strengthen your possibilities in reaching where you're trying to reach, if you really know how to network with the proper people out here. So it's okay. It's different, but not too different, because there's people out here that are great in lyricism and they're getting accountability. So I got a shout out here.
So from you moving from California to Atlanta, was that a business move or a family move?
Well, the first move when I went from Cali to Atlanta when I was like 13, it was more personal. My mom, she kind of saw this huge financial tidal wave coming in California where it was just getting way too expensive to live out there. With her having 3 boys, we were in the middle of Oakland, so it wasn't really the sweetest neighborhood. So with just all of that as a collective, she kind of was like, we gotta get y'all out of here. Luckily enough, we had a lot of family in the South, From there, we kind of reconnected, moved in with my manager now, which is my first cousin back then, but moved in with them and kind of just took off since there. Okay. And back and forth, but yeah.
Nice.
So what inspires you to be a rapper? Like, where does your inspiration for music come from?
Well, of course, everybody's got that main artist that they know that they can go back to and say, if it wasn't for you, dude, I wouldn't even be in this genre. As much as I would love to blame it on Tupac, he's had a heavy inspiration, of course. I would like to blame my stepdad. My stepdad, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, he was a hip hop artist. He was actually signed under Tupac, under a group in the Bay called Street Thugs. He was with them, and I would go with him like to the studio and just catch the whole vibe. So I really caught it at a young age, and I knew then, I was like, yeah, I got to be a part of this.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
So what message are you trying to send as a rapper? Like, what do you want the people listening to your music to know about you specifically?
I am not perfect. Of course, everybody is coming in and they're realizing their journey and how they can take from it, learn from it, and not let certain mistakes or decisions shape them fully. But I realized that in my music, when I decide to express it, I'm really letting people know my wisdom up until this point. So, if there's whatever I'm learning up until this point, when I ball it up and I put it in the record, of course, I want to share it to these people to see if, maybe I can help them out with something, or maybe somebody can help me move to the next level in a sense of knowledge. So that's kind of one. And 2, I love music in the sense of just turning up. I got like this pocket of energy that I can kind of turn up.
That's
see what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was my next
thing that
question.
can really get me hype and out of my element is.
So you prefer to do a lot of performances?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's really what got me so intrigued into doing music was the actual expression of it. Mm-hmm. Sorry, versus just making the music and just trying to show people how clever I am. I feel like my main imprint on making sure that I can make the biggest impact in music was like, people got to come and see the live show. Because the energy, if you love the song, the energy, in front of me is insane.
Yeah. So, oh, that's how you feel? She just looked at me like, what you got?
We all feed off each other. So we got some questions.
So, what I do is, because we have like 15 minutes, because we can do the box.
Go ahead.
What we're going to do is, we have questions in the box, and they're random questions just to see how you feel about each question. So we're going to pull one out, and I'll read one for you. Just answer it for me.
Let it be a good one.
Yeah, let's see.
No.
It's the same one. Hold on.
No.
We did that last week.
We're going to have to fix your box.
Y'all are silly, man.
Wait. Let's see. Okay, what are your struggles as an artist that most people don't see?
Huh.
That's great. Y'all got some good questions, man. A lot of people don't really pay attention to the evolution of music. The music that we're listening to right now, it's not the same as the music 5 years from now. 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago. So a lot of people, I think, I got a lot of fans that come to me and like, yo, man, why you haven't made it yet? Like, why you not on? And in reality, I'm more than I'm competing with myself and my ability, I'm competing with the era, the actual era of music. True. So as it's continuing to progress, and unfortunately, it's kind of been going in a very bland, boring, and negative light. So to get somebody to pay attention to the completely different spectrum of creativity, it can be a challenge. Really, like I've found myself recently like trying to make more catchy music because I've realized that my music has had such a, I guess you could say complexity or complex extent to it.
Right.
So I've been trying to add like more bubblegum-ish, kind of gimmicky-ish to catch people into it. So, maybe get them on the way, pretty much.
So what do you think is going to really attract the people like our generation? Like what, something like Missy Elliott or a Michael Jackson vibe or a Kendrick Lamar vibe or J. Cole vibe? Like what?
I feel like it's really hard to pinpoint what it is because nowadays we got so many artists spawning like just out of nowhere off of one song, and then the song don't even be good. It'd be one lyric in the song that everybody just know, and they just end up repeating it like crazy. But this is how they get their notoriety. I feel like what I'm competing with is all of them combined. I look at all of my competition, and as much as I can dissect them, I appreciate each one of their essences, separately, and I kind of can not necessarily take from, but, take their style and make it my own, throw my own little gumbo mix into it and, show my soul kind of that way. So,
Troy, man.
Okay.
Right.
All right, Troy, we want to thank you for Skyping in with us today, being our very first in 3 years.
Right.
No, you're our very first Skype interview, so we appreciate you for taking the time out and interviewing us because I know it's pretty late on your end of town, too.
It's not that bad. I'm all right. But thank you guys, of course, for having me. I'm about to be up, probably play some beats, write some lyrics. You know how I go. It don't really stop. So, but thank you guys, of course, for having me. I truly appreciate you all.
What do you have going on, and tell the people where they can find you?
Right now, I got a lot going on. I think I'm about to head to Vegas. I got this Doritos competition I just entered in not too long ago, so wish me luck on that. Winner walks away with $50,000.
All right.
So hopefully we can turn it up. Outside of that, I'm working on my newest project. It is called Take Your Woke Ass to Sleep.
Okay. Oh, that's how you feel.
Kind of shedding light on the process of the ignorant mind to the intellectual mind.
Okay.
I like that.
Just challenging the generations that are paying attention to it. So that should be coming out early 2019. I would say probably the top of the summer. We're looking at May. Right now, Sorry is out on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/I am Troy Man. And if you want to find me anywhere, just search I am Troy Man.
Troy Man.
All right.
Twitter, you name it. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, Troy Man. We're going to get into your last song that we have for you as we go into our break. Haley, you want to introduce the song and then do your outro?
Of course. But let me see. It's okay. So I tried finding it earlier. I couldn't find it. But this is Troy Man. This side.
This side.
This side.
Thanks, guys.
Of course.
Okay, she said keep talking.
Well, that was Troy Man, and it's your girl Haley B on Get Lipped, and I'll be back not next Wednesday because that's my Graham show.
Yeah,
and I'm really excited for Graham's show though.
I am too. I think it's gonna be pretty dope.
I think I should have all my friends watch it.
You should, yes.
Maybe
all
not.
Right.
No,
they can learn a lot from her. Like, she is so inspirational when she speaks to us. Like, I learn a lot of stuff when it comes from Graham's mouth. I be like, huh.
All right, Lady D. So we're gonna go into our song with Troy Man.
This side.
Yeah. Why, nigga, I'm on this side. Meet me over here, nigga. A-Town, I could put my piece up. All we want is dough and cheese like a pizza. At my cousin Tanya house, I stay fat. Money on my mind while I'm in Bangkok. Bankroll, rest in peace, I'm fresh as hell. Hot boy, time to check the mail. Package wrapped in plastic with no name on it. Picture perfect, you should put a frame on it. We see how you do it, well aware. You can tell them keep that over there. No, they don't do it like this side. No, they don't do it like this side. Whoa. No side, I'm on Jimmy Carter. Destination way too far to catch the motor. This ain't even my whip, this my girl car. I'm too busy trying to get on World Star.
Yeah, rest in peace to Q, we going number 2. Yeah, we just want the clones, call them W's. You got double L's, keep it cool, J. Yeah, in your grill every day like toothpaste. We see how you do it, well aware. You can tell them keep that over there. No, they don't do it like this side. No, they don't do it like this side. Me and mine's going way up. Nocturnal, how you gon' stay up? No, catch me on this side. Yeah, tell them catch me on this side. Whoa. Eastside, Oakland, look at what I'm smoking. This is not no Reggie Bush, this shit is potent. 50-50 in Foothill, that's where mama stay. You know seminary like a block away. Yeah, glory, hallelujah, got a flock of shooters. Sanitize hands, I ain't gotta shoot you. We gon' get it, don't be too irrational. Getting dope from E14 to international. We see how you do it, well aware. You can tell them keep that over there. No, they don't do it like this side. No.
Welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lip Show.
Hey, bang.
That's pretty dope.
It was dope.
That's pretty dope.
I told you it was
We have a caller on the line.
Yes.
who this is.
This is Tremaine.
Hello, Tremaine.
Hi,
and where you
Tremaine.
calling from?
Hey, I am calling from Ontario, California.
Ontario, the IE.
Hi.
What's going on? What's on your lips, Tremaine?
Oh, what's on my lips today is that I want to commend you for the work that you've done. I've seen you, we go way back.
Oh, Tremaine Givens, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm great.
Oh.
Hey, is that my mom over there?
That's hey.
Hi, Tremaine.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Sitting in my truck, and I decided just to call in just to let you ladies know that you guys are doing a great job, and you guys took a vision, and you guys are, you're running with it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I'm very, 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 very proud of you.
Oh,
Very,
she's making me
proud.
blush and
Dang,
stuff.
that means a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate the love.
Yeah, so what's the topic of tonight? Because I'm in my truck, so I couldn't hear.
La.
Okay, well, there's two
Talk to
different
me.
topics. We want to go with the triple X, or we want to go
Let's
with
do with the child support.
child support.
Child support.
Okay. So,
Oh, well, I'm very familiar with that one. Okay, Green.
so my question was for women who have kids, did they file child support, and why did they do it? That was the question. And for the men, why do you think the woman filed child support?
Okay, well, for my situation, she filed it out of jealousy because I wouldn't be with her.
Wow.
So she filed the child support because as soon as my son came out the womb, I was taking care of my son.
Right.
From day one. But the fact that I wouldn't be with her, she tried that. Then I went down to court and I got my own visitation rights. She didn't like that either. So once I put my foot down, she came and she filed the child support.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Which is totally wrong. You know what I mean? If
Right.
a man's out here taking care of his kid, why do it? So it goes both ways. You got the guys who don't do nothing at all.
Right.
I commend a woman. If the man not taking care of the woman, then he's supposed to go file. But if a man is trying to do it, they don't do that. That's
Absolutely. I agree.
wrong. And you're blocking all your blessings.
That's right. Thank you,
So
Tremaine.
Yeah, I want more. No, what's the triple X?
I want one more.
So the triple X, it was a loose cannon that rolled in, and she says, my husband has a small penis. The sex is good, and he's very secure with himself. But I'm afraid to try certain positions. Any suggestions?
That's for you.
To answer.
You have a suggestion?
Shit, I ain't got no little penis.
What would you tell?
What
What would you tell your homegirl if she told you that her man had a little member and she don't know what to do with it?
I mean, the only thing that she can do is missionary with her legs back. I mean, that would be like the only position because we go from behind. It's not going to work. If she gets on top, it's going to slip out. So the only way that they can go is
Missionary legs back. Okay.
So let me ask one question. So if it was you who had the small penis and she asked you to put on a strap on, would you be offended?
I can't even imagine that. But if it was me and she put on a strap on.
Yes.
Over your little member.
Oh, that would I ain't gonna lie, that would mess my mental up. That would mess me up. Like that, I would have to go get an extension. You know what I mean? Like you might as well go ahead and get fixed.
Right. I told you, take his whole
manhood away, right?
Yeah, because it's like you're not gonna come on, like a strap on. Like that's pretty much saying that he's bowing out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's bowing out. He's saying like he's telling her that he's small. Like he's giving her that.
I mean, at least he knows he's small.
She just said he's secure. I think that secure means that he paying for everything. That's what the secure is.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Ain't no man secure when he got a little penis. Ain't no man secure. Because only take is your woman to go out there and slip up one time and cheat on you.
Right.
And she gets something better. Then she gone.
But it takes your woman to let you know that you got a little member. Right. Otherwise, you think you got the biggest thing this side of creation. Right?
I think
they're going to be in the middle of a breakup. She's going to be like, she's got a small penis.
Huh?
Hey, but you know what? That's true. But a lot of women, I ain't going to lie, a lot of women out here, they lie.
They do lie.
I was out here taking care of you and your small penis.
Now, the man said it. And women should not lie. If it's whack, you need to say it's whack. If it's small, you need to say it's small.
It depends on how much you take care of me.
Because he's going to come to the next woman.
He's going to be thinking that he's really doing something.
Right.
And he ain't. And then when she get mad, when she get mad, the first thing she going to say is like, well, I went this, I don't know, he got, his anyway, your sex is whack. Like, it's bad.
That's what Haley B said. That's what Haley B said. Thank you, Tremaine, for calling in and giving us a little chuckle.
Bye.
All right, y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Appreciate you. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap up our show. Before we go, we have a few announcements.
Right.
Number one, I have to read, Mr. Producer, I don't care what you say. Long Beach Jazz Festival is August 10th through the 12th. The ladies of Loose Lips will be covering media.
Yes.
So get ready, get your tickets, and holler at your girls.
Right.
Writing Sessions of America, November 1st through the 4th. It's their 5th annual Unplugged Music Experience and Conference.
Yes.
I got tickets. You want to go? Holler at your girl.
Please.
And we also still have the On the Run tour going.
Hey. Come on. I know y'all want to go see Beyonce.
They don't want to go. They don't want to go.
Free tickets.
Free tickets on the floor.
The challenge is to create a Missy K Loose Lips dance.
I'm not. No.
Y'all not doing your job. Okay, look. You have to create a video of the ape challenge.
They just changed the whole thing that's on Instagram.
So nice.
The ape challenge, and the person who makes the best video with the ape challenge, because I can't say the S word, wins the tickets.
After you guys do the first part that's on our Instagram and our Facebook page, Lala's going to repost the contest. And from those contestants that are in, I believe right now we have about 5 or 6. Y'all don't want these tickets, and we're going to give them away.
I got friends.
We still going to give them away, even if y'all don't want them. Y'all don't want to do this stuff, hey, it's on you.
We'll be there.
So we're going to post it, and then we're going to have the runoff contest is going to be the ape-ish challenge.
So you're talking about Triple X. Y'all can't say the S word?
Ape shit challenge. It's a song by Beyonce and Jay-Z. Check it out.
So anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Missy K's Loose Lips Show. Lala Young.
Yes.
You can find her at
Missy K Loose Lips Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Haley B.
Hey.6 on Instagram and Haley Bell Lindsay on Facebook.
And Missy K, EMISSYK. Morris Media. Thank you, Poetess, Kevin Nelson, MVIN, Lady D's. We up out of here.
Good night.
Ow.
Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie, TV, radio. Here we go. Hey, hey, you see Hey, Missy K. Hey, hey, deep Missy K. Her beauty and passion. Talk music, fashion. Loose lips, red cup, love Joe. She's always on Facebook, Instagram. Takes calls on the telephone. Sexy if you say so.